lanes in second. And this is Brooke Robertson, the rookie, who is having a great Canadian Finals rodeo. She's second in the average, riding her gray horse, Jewel. Fifth last night, second the night before, and she is just working well in Rexall Place. Her and Jewel come around 3. She's got a lot of fans watching at home and in the building. Brooke Robertson, she just keeps up great things. She keeps all the barrels standing. She's second in the average and having another great run here today. As we're going to get her time in for Brooke Robertson. I don't think she'd be stopped. 14.802 for the Pinocchio Cowgirl.
Well, here's my Team Dave selection, and not only do I want her on my team, but I want her to be the team captain, because this is Nancy Shabai of Taber, Alberta, and what a great cowgirl. Oh, doggone it, Nancy just caught that barrel coming out to cost her 5, because she's got a good-looking run going on right here as she makes that swing for home on her good horse, Wicked, and they've had so many great runs. You can see her patting the neck on Wicked right there and saying, hey, that's not you, buddy, that's me, as she's across the line with a 5-second penalty to contend with. 19.624 with the penalty factored in.
We go to Brady House from Madawaska, Alberta. If there's one cowgirl that I've been shocked is the Canadian final she's been having. It's this cowgirl right here. She's yet to put together anything real quick on the ground on her 9-year-old bay horse she calls Gringo. Multiple Canadian finals now. This is the bottom end of the pattern she finally wanted to have. A good first, a good second, a good third. Now this is the run that we were looking for at Brady House, and I was shocked it took to get to the 4th round of CFR. Glad to see Gringo and her working. Finally, getting things rolling. She's 12th in our Canadian standings, 14.762.
Oh, yeah, you have to be happy for Brady House right there with that solid run. Now, Brittany Diaz has seen her lead evaporate to some extent. The Mandan, North Dakota cowgirl needs a big run right here on Dasher Duke. Rudy, as we call him, and he is sensational, and so is she, and she looks like she's going after it right here. Has to be aggressive, knew that, and went after this round right there with a solid run. Brittany Diaz. She knows that Stephanie Mather has closed ground on her. Let's see how she fared. A 14.837, 14.837 in third spot for Brittany Diaz.
Let's go to Tara Muldoon from Hinton, Alberta on her horse Rev, and her 4th trip to the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Hey, this was a cowgirl that needs to make it happen. She knocked the barrel last night, and we're a clean run here on Saturday afternoon. Tara Muldoon from Hinton, Alberta. She came in second in the Canadian Finals Rodeo. She dropped down to 4th, hasn't picked up any money, but there she gives Rev a little pat. 14.771. It's going to move her into second spot. Good run.
And she could certainly play a little bit of a spoiler role right here as Lisa Zakota Okotoks gets underway on Jack with 1 to the right and 2 to the left and down to the far side. Keep the barrel standing. Don't take that 5-second penalty, and a nice looking run for home coming for Lisa Zakota. And across the line right there, the Okotoks cowgirl. And the time coming in at 15.110. 15.110. Big run right now.
Well, Stephanie Mather has turned some heads. She's now number 2 in the Canadian standings. She's only $1,000 back of Brittany Diaz. She won first last night. She got a second and a third. And her and Buck, they've got it going. Let's watch her right now. She's already earned over $26,000 at the Canadian finals. She's first in the average, around 3. And I'll tell you what, Buck is running so well in this building. Stephanie Mather has got all the momentum, and she could be on a quest for her first Canadian title and her second Canadian finals appearance. 14.740, 14.740. That's going to move her into the lead.
Wow, I'll tell you something right now. It's exciting as we watch Carolee Novell, Turner Valley, Alberta. She's riding Bully, and she too, I like this Palomino horse. As she makes the swing for home right now. On Bully, Carolee Novell in her first final. That's a good run.
Well, that was a Team Dustin pick, so I'm hoping for a good run time.
Wow, hey. And it was 14.868. Nothing wrong with that.
As we go next to Julie Leggett from Kamloops, Alberta. Cowgirls pick up 5th place check on night number 2 as she gets around on her horse Ice. 45 years old at her first Canadian final. She's a rookie, but hardly. She rides like a veteran. She gets around that third barrel, nice looking turn. We keep them all up, keep it clean. And Julie Leggett, the BC cowgirl, runs home, and you know what? She just knocked down the barrel last night, so the best Canadian finals rodeo, but she's in at 14.893 here today. Good run for Julie Leggett.
All right, that's going to take us now to the great veteran presence and a 4-time Canadian champion, Lisa Lockhart. Now, she won the opening round, and she's changed things up here. She's gone to Chisholm. That's the sorrel horse, as she ran Louis the first 3 rounds. Changes the horsepower, tries to change the karma a little bit, and heads across the line right there. Let's see how she fared with a little strategy change right there on her team, Lisa Lockhart. A 15-3-1-3 on the sorrel horse Chisholm.
Well, let's go to the Calgary, who's got a ton of fans here cheering her on at her rookie Canadian Finals rodeo. She was second last night. She took her first ever victory lap on Thursday night, winning the go-round. This is Innisfail, Alberta Cowgirl, Sydney Danes, and she has won over $20,000 so far in our Canadian Finals. She rides that great 10-year-old sorrel gelding we call Flame, and her and Flame are getting along just fine, and she gets around 3. Man, they like her here in Rexall Place. Everybody's cheering her on, even back in Ontario where the family's watching. Sydney Danes, she is on fire, and I don't know if she can be stopped. She knocked down a barrel the first night, so that hurt her average hopes. 14.628. Sydney Danes goes to the lead once again. Wow.
My goodness. Well, that's just a great story. That is a great story. And Trula Churchill of Valentine, Nebraska, is the only person who can snatch the victory away from Sydney Danes, who is now taking the lead. Let's watch Trula Churchill. She's been a Canadian champion, and she's getting ready on the horse she calls Word. A Streak of Rita is the registered name of this cool horse right here, and there's the turn to the left. One more turn to the left, and then head for home. You know that the Rexall Place faithful are cheering her on as she heads across the line. Trula Churchill with another solid run right there for the Valentine, Nebraska Cowgirl. 14.761. Well, things got even more interesting in the barrel race today. My goodness. And how about Sydney Danes? What an amazing